everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside, and we are ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling. What a card lined up.
Oh, that's right. Flamboyant Eric Embry's on the card today. Jarrett to be right here today in the ring. Moondogs and Richard Lee, they're scheduled to be here. Don't know if they're going to make it, though. We'll tell you more about that, but they are scheduled to be on the card. And we got a Southern Heavyweight title bout right here on TV today. Dr. Tom Prichard defends his title against Tony Falk.
Looks like a big one. We better get going with it. We'll be back with a flamboyant one when we return. Young Brian Collins is in the ring right now, and his opponent, the flamboyant Eric Embry, should be headed this way. You know, Embry, I'm sure, is trying to figure out some way that he can get a rematch for that Southern Heavyweight title. He held that Southern Heavyweight title for a long, long time. He doesn't have it anymore, so I'm sure that's what's on his mind right now. Is the...
What is he saying?
What are you talking about?
You talking about my title that Prichard stole when the big news, man, is where's Dirty White Boy? You all wasn't even going to mention the fact that I won the big scaffold match and Dirty White Boy's hobbling around on crutches and he probably never walk again. Well, you wasn't even going to mention
We
that.
were going to mention it.
If White Boy had won the match, you ought to probably be out here having a big party. Eric Embry's hurt, and been celebrating, huh? You wasn't even going to mention the fact.
We were going to mention it. But...
Well, hey, Dirty White Girl, I proved to you and the rest of the world that I'm a much better man than Dirty White Boy ever thought about being. I whooped him from one end of that scaffold to the other until he fell off on his head, and then I busted that knee up some more. Well, you know, Dave, I did everything I said I was going to do. I said I was going to prove I was a better man than White Boy, and I proved it. You know, but when I'm out there at my matches and stuff, you know, White Girl, I can see what you're doing. I can see them little eyes of hers kind of gleaming and looking over at me. So, you know, White Girl, I proved that I'm a better man than Dirty White Boy in the ring, and all you have to do is call me, Dirty White Girl, and I'll prove that I'm a better man than a Dirty White Boy outside the ring, because I'm a better man than Dirty White Boy at anything I do. It's that simple, Dave Brown. Come on, CJ. I'm going to beat up his front now.
Eric Embry headed for the ring. You know what? She's not too happy what he said about a Dirty White Girl giving him a call there, I don't think. CJ is in the corner, though. Eric Embry has stepped up into the ring, or to the ring apron. No, well, he's in the ring now. He did climb through the ropes. Brian Collins is waiting for him, and referee Paul Neighbors says, here we go. Eric Embry, heavy favorite in this match, no doubt about it. CJ's steamed. I can tell with the way she's over here in the corner. She's not happy about it. There she is, not happy at all about what Eric said.
She is upset. You can tell the way. She's just standing around the ring just looking. I think she's really steamed about that. Boy, Embry may have got himself in a hole. Now Brian Collins knocked him down, too. There's CJ. Embry takes Collins over to that turnbuckle now. Snap down on Brian Collins. Got a chin lock on him. And Embry didn't give us a chance to interview him, Dave, before he came over here ratting and raving. Oh, you wasn't going to interview me. You wasn't going to interview me.
Well, we had an interview scheduled, but he was headed for the ring. His opponent was in the ring. We figured, you know, we'll do the interview later. And then, I don't know. We were going to mention the scaffold match. How could you not mention that? But that's Eric Embry.
Referee Paul Neighbors telling Embry about pulling the tights there on Brian Collins. Embry tangling up with Collins on the left arm, twisting that arm. Oh, reversal, Collins. Yeah, and Embry had to hit him with a right hand there. Nailed Brian Collins. Got him set up now. Oh, boy. DDT by Eric Embry on Brian Collins.
Here's CJ over here right now.
Dave, I got something to say to Dirty White Girl. Eric Embry proved that he's a better man than Tony Anthony. We all know who's the better woman. And let me tell you something, you bimbo. I dress better, I look better, I even cook better. And when I get through breaking your bird legs, we'll show Eric Embry just what a true woman you really are.
Well, there's the word from CJ. Boy, I tell you what. I guess something she felt like she had to say there. She's back over ringside now.
Yeah.
And Eric Embry, oh, look out.
Reversal out by Collins.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he tried to catch Embry on the backflip there.
Didn't work.
Didn't get him.
Look out.
Look out.
Here comes Dirty White Girl. She must have heard what CJ had to say there a moment ago. Dirty White Girl, all of a sudden, comes roaring out of the door here.
Oh, look at it. Pull CJ's top off there. Got it, choking it with that thing. Referee Paul Neighbors trying to keep order in the ring. Meanwhile, outside of the ring, White Girl and CJ.
Eric Embry's trying to get out to help or interfere, whatever the case might be, but his opponent's trying to keep him from leaving the ring so he can pin him. Oh, my goodness. The pile driver.
Says ring the bell there, yeah. Hey, look out, Embry. Embry's got Dirty White Girl now. Come on, Eric.
Now let me tell you something.
Here comes Jeff. That'll help even that up a little bit.
Look at Embry's got CJ for his guard there. Boy, I tell you.
Thank you, Jeff. Kim? Wow.
You know, Eric Embry, the white boy is out, so that presents a problem. But don't fret none, because I solved it. I got on the phone and called a very close friend of ours, and his name is Mr. Pat Tanaka, and he's going to come back, and he's going to take care of you, because he promised me that. And as far as you go, you string bean, I just whipped your shirt off. That's just the beginning. I'm not through with you yet. Then I'm going to show you, I'm going to show Eric Embry what a real woman you are.
There's a word from the Dirty White Girl. Words for CJ and Eric Embry, I think. She mentioned Pat Tanaka. Take a look at this. Coco Beware came back into the USWA looking for the world heavyweight title. He worked his way up on the list. He worked his way into position in different ways where he was able to get the shot at Kamala. He still doesn't have the belt, however, but has put up sort of the ultimate match, I guess. This time, Kamala's belt is going to be on the line, but so is Coco's bird.
Yeah, Frankie will be on the line this week, so we'll see.
Let's see
I don't know
happens.
what Kamala will do. I guess he'll try to eat Frankie or something if he gets some. Sure.
Probably, that's an idea.
Knowing Kamala, yeah.
Kamala doesn't say too much, but his manager does from time to time, and here's what he had to say about this match.
Eddie Marlin, you senile old geezer. Jarrett, you crook. I have had it with you. For the longest time now, we have been beaten up on Coco Ware. We're tired of looking at him. We're tired of smelling him. You have continually swerved my client, as you have done in the past. We beat Coco Ware. We beat him again, you hold the belt up. We then let you put his handler in a cage. And he comes begging to you guys that he wants one more title shot. Well, Coco, we have everything to lose and nothing to gain by giving you one more title shot. And we have done everything asked of us. Now, you want a title shot? You got to put something up, and it's the only way you're going to get it. Now, we don't want your money, because we know you don't have any of that. We don't want that 62 Pontiac you drive around in either. We don't want that dilapidated house behind Beale Street that you and your 14 kids and your ugly old lady live in, where we hear you got cockroaches as big as dogs and the kids use them as pets. You can keep your house, you can keep your pets, and the kids can keep all their lead paint chips they want to eat. All right? We want something that's more important to you than your family, your money, your car, your ugly old lady. What we want is that disease-infested chicken that you snuck into the country and dyed its feathers and trying to push off as a parrot. That's right, Coco. We want Frankie. You put up Frankie, all right? That Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, that's what we want you to do. And if you don't take the belt, Kamala gets Frankie. And wait till you see what he does with him. He's going to do it right at ringside there, and everybody there that's watching is going to see what's happening. And I cannot wait to see this myself. So, Coco, you want the title shot, you put up Frankie. That's the bottom line. Also, I'm expecting to receive an award from the Department of Health for getting rid of that disease-infested chicken that you'll be bringing to the ring with you. And also, Coco, just be there with that bird if you want the title shot. And one more thing. When we're done with you, Lawler, I got some unfinished business with you.
Well, there he is, the manager of Kamala, who says, Coco, you want the match? You got to bring the parrot. Well, here's what Coco had to say about the situation.
2, 3. Whoa, yeah! Whoa, yeah! Frankie, how you feel, baby? Oh, yeah! I know you feel all right. You see, Frankie, I had to go to Eddie Marlin for one more time, baby. I mean, one more time. And I said, Eddie Marlin, look here, man. I need one more shot against Kamala for the world belt. And if I don't beat him this time, you don't have to worry about the Birdman no more. You see, Eddie Marlin said, well, I talked to Kamala's manager, and Kamala's manager said it's one thing that Coco Beware is going to have to put up something to get another title shot. And I said, what is that, Eddie Marlin? He said, you know what? You have to put up a car. He said, you may have to put up some money. But you said, I said one thing, Eddie Marlin. Let me tell you one thing. I got my bird here, baby. He wants Frankie. Frankie, you believe that Kamala manager wants you? I believe Kamala wants a little taste of you. But let me tell you one thing, Frankie. You don't have to worry about nothing, baby, because ain't nothing going to happen to you. I'm going to tell you one thing, Kamala. I want you to step inside that square circle, because I guarantee you, Kamala, this is going to be your last shot, baby, because I'm going to prove to the people in Memphis that I will beat you for that world belt. I want everybody come on out to the Coliseum Monday night, because the Birdman is going to be hot and he can't be stopped. Frankie's going to be at ringside, so you'll be at ringside and be the witness of the Birdman. Put that strap around his waist. Oh, yeah!
Coco Beware,
Birdman,
looking for the world heavyweight title. Got Frankie, the parrot, on the line against the world heavyweight belt this time. Lots of action in the last few weeks at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Yeah.
Great crowds.
Another
have been there.
good crowd, yeah.
Thank you for that. If you weren't at the Coliseum last week, you missed some great action. And here are just some highlights of it. We'll begin with a match in which the King was going against Big Black Dog, and then we'll show you some of that Moondogs, Jeff Jarrett, and Jerry Lawler tag team action right here.
Right in the arms of that ring post. King Moon picks up that 10. Boy, he smashed him with it, didn't he? Lawler, catches him again. Look out, Jarrett. Richard Lee comes over and catches him from behind. Boy, Richard doesn't have any business even out here. Interfering in the mouth. Big Black Dog. He caught it with fire. Lawler warned him. He was going to put the fire in the Black Dog. Going out to Richard Lee now. Lee inside the ring. Lawler catches him. Referee Paul Neighbors stopped the match. Lawler got Lee. Catches him with a right hand and a jab. Oh, boy. Look out, Jarrett. Here comes old Sonny Moondog. Jumping on Lawler now. Got a big pole. Pick Lawler up. Into the ropes over there. Oh, boy. That's some kind of big wire that they just fell on. Boy, they fit that thing on him in there. Got him choking Thompson. Blow that whistle. Lord, I catch them in the back of the hand with that can. 10 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. Oh, here comes the big black dog. Referee Frank Morrell says ring it. Yep. Referee Frank Morrell has stopped the match in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, the referee has stopped the match. Big black dog came running in here. Richard Lee went out and got the big black dog. Came interfering in the mouth. 10 minutes going in this one. Richard Lee went back and got that big black dog. Oh, boy. Moondog spot nailed Jeff. Got Jeff busted open in there. Oh, he hit referee Frank Morrell.
Come headed this way right now. He brought the chair with him. Good move. There he is, Jeff Jarrett. Boy, I tell you what, this past week, he and the King have really had battles. Past few weeks, but he's Moondogs and the big black dog, and of course Richard Lee, their manager, with that whistle that he blows all the time. Here's Jeff right here. Jeff, let's talk about some of this action that's been going on. I see you brought that chair with you. Good move.
Yep. You know, Dave, there's been an awful lot of action these past couple weeks down at the Coliseum. And Moondogs and Richard Lee, yeah, you still are the World Tag Team Champions. And that's what my ultimate goal is. But first things first. Yeah, you know you've been in a battle just by the looks of this chair, Dave. A couple of weeks ago, I brought this chair out here, and it's nice and shiny and didn't have a dent in it. Now there's blood all over it and plenty of dents in it. And this steel is not going to... You hadn't seen the last of this chair. But, boys, you know, when there's a dog fight, the dogs go at it, and sometimes it may last 15 minutes. It might last 5 seconds, or in my neighborhood, I've seen some fights that last months. And, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But when the dog fight is over, it doesn't end till one of the pack of dogs put their tail between their legs and they run. And obviously, myself or Jerry Lawler, our tails have, no, we ain't ducking our tails. You guys are fixing to. And boys, you know, I learned a thing from Jerry Lawler and Jackie Fargo, is that you fight fire with fire, you fight chains with chains, chairs with chairs. Well, this week, boys, I'm going to fight dogs with dogs. That's right. Because me and Jerry Lawler, we got on the phone and we went out and we've been thinking, who do we get? They've got this big black dog, because we've seen big black dogs, big bad dogs, Moondogs, all kind of dogs. Well, we went out and we got the biggest, the baddest, and the blackest, and boy, the junkyard dog is going to be here Monday night. Huh? And I can promise you one thing. We ain't running and we ain't hiding. And Monday night, I can just feel it. The Moondogs, Richard Lee, and the big black dog, they're the ones that they're going to put their tail between their legs, and they're going to head out of town because they felt the pain when you have to go there and you have to sit in the emergency room and get sewed up. Yeah, I've had plenty of stitches, but boys, Monday night, it's all going to come to an end because the junkyard dog and the King and myself, we're coming after you. And Richard Lee, we got something special for you.
Can you imagine? Monday night, you got Jeff Jarrett, you got Jerry Lawler, and you got the dog of all dogs. Here he is right now, the junkyard dog. Well, the situation with the Moondogs in the last several months has resulted in broken heads. There have been stitches, all sorts of things. Today, they're scheduled to be here live later on today. This is a little bit unusual because right now I have a videotape interview with them, and usually when they're here, they come out for a live interview. So
Yeah,
maybe they're not going to show up, which that'd be
yeah.
fine with me if they don't. So anyway, let's take a look at this videotape. Here are the Moondogs with Richard Lee.
I'm going to tell you something, people. I don't want no sympathy. My dogs don't want no sympathy. The only thing we want, brother, is we're coming for some revenge. My dogs are my best friends, boys. And let me show you something. Spot was supposed to get his stitches out today. I was going to do that. Today, you know what I got to do? I got to take Spot and get his head sewn out, brother. And you know why? Because you boys keep wanting to come to the ring and you want to carry trash cans. You want to carry chairs. You want to carry whatever. But have you noticed something, Phyllis? When you come down to the ring and hit my dogs with it, the only thing that happens, boys, is my dogs get a little bit madder. And my dogs get a little bit meaner. And now what you managed to do is you managed to turn my dogs into bigger killers than they are. I know what your problem is, boys. You can't stand it, because my dogs are the world champions. My dogs are at the top of the mountain. But let me tell every one of you something. If you want to take a ride on Moondog's Mountain, buy your ticket, because the lines are short and the rides don't last long, boys. And when you get to the end of it, you just keep on going out of town. Because my dogs, these to it, boys. These to it. That ain't nobody gonna take nothing. So put the stitches in. We'll give you 10 to 1. Every stitch that goes in my dogs, you're getting 2. Every bone you break, you're getting 2. So pack it up, boys, and come on down, because we're waiting for you. My dogs are the top, and they're gonna stay there.
Moondogs and their manager, Richard Lee. One thing about it, he will have his say, and he just did. The Shadow's in the ring right now. Referee Paul Neighbors is there, and here comes Jeff Jarrett, set to do battle in a single match here. This will be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Jeff against the Shadow. Jeff, a heavy favorite going in. Don't know a lot about the Shadow. We've seen him here before, but, you know, you've got a wrestler in Jeff Jarrett who is going to be favored most of the time when he steps into the ring, and that's certainly the case here today. He heads up to the ring apron right now, steps through the ropes. He'll take off that good-looking robe he's got, that black and gold robe.
Outfit there.
Yeah. Hand that out to security, and we will be set to go. Corey Macklin here with a blow-by-blow description of this one fall, 15-minute time limit match.
Thank you, Dave Brown. We're underway. Jeff Jarrett and the Shadow. Jeff got the fans behind him. One fall, 15 minutes in time. Jeff. Drags the Shadow over to the ropes. Clean move. Gets the break. Jeff Jarrett. Boy, he's come along. Really doing well in his career, too. Picks the Shadow up. Nice takedown by Jeff there. Shadow gets over and gets a break. Shadow's wrestling with those black gloves on his hand there, Davey.
Yeah, you always have to be suspect when you see a guy coming out here with thick gloves on.
Yeah.
You know, does he have lead weight sewn in the knuckles or what? But the referee inspected before the match, so I hope they're all right.
The Shadow dressed in black, and he's ready for Jeff Jarrett. Fans still cheering for Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, the Jeff Jarrett cheering section is over there, and you will find him at most arenas throughout the world, throughout the country and the world. Very popular young man right there, Jeff Jarrett.
Arm lock on the Shadow. Got that arm twisted behind him there. Shadow goes over. Trying to get a break there. Jeff gave him a break, all right. I tell you, the Shadow stepped his foot outside the ring there. Got his foot on the canvas, on the end of the canvas, and got him a break. And Jeff didn't give him a break for long.
Yeah, the Shadow thought he had outsmarted Jeff right there, but he had a revelation coming to him.
Yeah. Still working at that arm. Oh, reversal now by the Shadow. Got Jeff Jarrett. Got that left arm. Oh, elbow by Jeff. Flat knocked the Shadow down. Takes him. Whips him into the ropes now. Elbow. Took him down, too. Picks the Shadow back up. Jeff setting him up. Suplex by Jeff Jarrett. Follows a couple of elbows on the Shadow. Jeff picks him up again. I don't know if the Shadow can make it any longer. Boy, Jeff's been wearing him down. DDT by Jeff Jarrett. Rammed that head right into the mat, and the Shadow still down. Jeff working him over too, boy.
Jeff took control of this match early and has not given up control.
Not at all. Clothesline by Jeff Jarrett. Slams him into the turnbuckle. Oh, boy, the Shadow. He's had a hard day's work already. I tell you, Jeff's been working him over today. Now going after that mask. Shadow struggles and gets out of there.
Oh, look out. Here come the Moondogs into the ring.
Yeah, ring it, babe, over there. Yeah. Oh, boy.
What is that he hit him with? The top of a garbage can.
A big top, too.
He went after the Shadow and Jeff.
Yeah, they're beating the Shadow over there, too. Big Black Dog's got him over there.
Oh, he just nailed the referee, Paul Neighbors.
They nailed Paul. Knocked him out, too, boy. Moondogs picked Jeff up in there. Prichard Lee got that stupid whistle. Boy, that man, they're upset, but I don't know. They got the Shadow in there. They're taking it out on him, too. Moondog. Whoa, boy. That top. That can. He's nailing him with that thing.
Moondogs and Big Black Dog throwing Jeff Jarrett into the rope. Jeff ducks out of the way, slides out of the ring. Jeff's headed back for the oh, he's got a garbage can lid or two of his own. He just grabbed. Oh, look out. Here comes the garbage can. Here's another one.
Jeff's got some things of his own. Look like Jeff had him waiting at the curtain there. He was waiting on the Moondogs.
A couple of chairs coming in.
Yeah.
Boy, it looks like Jeff bought out a hardware store on his way in today.
Had a board there. Yeah, looked like he went to the hardware store early this morning.
There's another board.
Yellow Belly Carrot right there. That's the Yellow Belly Carrot. He's going to end up hurting somebody, Dave Brown. He's nothing but a stinking coward, and we're going to take care of him in court.
He don't look much like a coward to me. He looks like he came out with a little equalizer or two. And I notice you guys backed up real quick, and it's Jeff standing there holding on to that big old board. And the Moondogs and the Big Black Dog and Richard Lee want no part of it. Jeff Jarrett is saying, come on now. Richard Lee, yeah, he's talking, but he's not headed that way, you notice. They're backing up over here. And Jeff Jarrett,
everything in there, didn't he? Boy, I tell you.
Jeff Jarrett now heads for the dressing room.
Look, Richard Lee telling the Moondogs now to get all the stuff that Jeff had.
They're collecting the hardware, huh?
Yeah, they knocked referee Paul Neighbors out of there, beat up on the Shadow. Oh, these guys are crazy, I tell you.
Now they've all got a chair apiece, it looks like, and a couple of garbage can lids, boards, the whole thing, and now the Moondogs have got everything stacked up over here in their corner. I tell you what, we're gonna take a break here. We're gonna get them out of here and get this place cleaned up. We'll be back. Well, I'd hope to avoid this, but Richard Lee says they're not leaving till they have their say.
Hey, Brand, I'm going to say something. I want to shout all in this garbage right here. Every bit of it. And let me tell you people something. Week after week, night after night, this is what my dogs have got to look forward to. Jeff Jarrett, Jarrett Lawler, they bring all their drinks, they bring all their trash, and they come and they hit my dogs in the head with it. This is my blood on this coat. This is my coat of memories, boys, because you did it to my head. You put stitches in Spot's head. You put stitches in Spike's head. You tried to burn my black dog. Well, let me tell you people something. Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Lawler, any of your friends you want to bring, listen to my words, boys. You listen to my words. I don't care what dressing room people are in. I don't care. This is Moondog Mountain, baby, and we rule the mountain. Anybody that wants to get in this ring today is going to deal with the Moondogs. Anybody. So, boys, don't worry about the tickets, because the rides are free today. Come on in, because you step in the ring, you're going to get hurt.
Richard Lee and the Moondogs. All right, Richard, we let you have your say. Now, take them out of here. We've got other things to do today. Boy, he issued a threat to everybody in the building, basically. Anybody that comes near the ring, they're going to attack. Now, I think I noticed they collected all the stuff that Jeff Jarrett had. And, you know, part of what he said was true. Jeff did bring a lot of that stuff in, but you have to understand why, because he knows what they do. And after all, who's the one that came in here interfering in the match to begin with and had a garbage can lid with him? It was Richard Lee and the Moondogs. That's who it was. Well, let's take a look at the action coming up at the Mid-South Coliseum. Monday night, 7:30 is when it all begins there. Super night of action coming up there. The opening match of the night, Eric's driver, Tony, and Miss Jennifer will be going against Miss Texas and Ricky Hayes in a mixed men's and ladies match, and that is just the opener of a big night of action at the Coliseum. Then the first round tournament for the USWA ladies title continues. Dirty White Girl will be going against Miss CJ.
Yeah, a lot of heat in that one too.
Yes, indeed. This one, these two don't like each other at all, let me tell you, as we demonstrated just a little bit earlier here today when Miss CJ and Eric Embry were insulting Dirty White Girl and Dirty White Boy, and Dirty White Girl came out here and grabbed CJ. So that first round tournament match for the USWA ladies title, and that will be that one right there. Then Texas title is on the line. The champion, Brian Christopher, going against Kenny Kendall.
Heard a lot about Kenny Kendall, too. I understand he is a tough opponent. Christopher's got that Texas title. He's the champion, and he's cocky about it, too. But Kenny Kendall's going to come in here and try to take it away from Brian.
We'll see what happens Monday night. The Southern Heavyweight title will also be on the line. The champion, Dr. Tom Prichard, puts it on the line against Iron Man Jim Steele. That should also be a fine single match.
That's a good one, too.
And then comes the grudge match. We already talked a little bit about Dirty White Girl and Miss CJ. Well, they'll be back. And in this one, it's going to be Pat Tanaka with Dirty White Girl in his corner going against Eric Embry with Miss CJ. The grudge match, Dirty White Girl, Tony Anthony, Dirty White Boy is hurt. And Dirty White Girl said, that's okay. We've got a friend, Pat Tanaka, and he is going to be here. And there is Pat Tanaka right now. Pat Tanaka wrestled in the USWA several years ago. He has made world tours since then. Has been very, very successful.
I like his style. Really like his style.
He is a fine wrestler, and it's going to be good to have him back in action at the Mid-South Coliseum come Monday night. Then, the unified world title is on the line. Coco's bird, Frankie, is on the line, as Coco once again gets a shot at that world title held by Kamala. And the manager said, look, you know, you've had your chances. You haven't won the title yet, and we're not just going to give you another match. You're going to have to put something on the line, and we want that parrot. So Frankie's on the line in that particular match. Then, six-man tag team action. Stand by. The Mid-South Coliseum's a big place. I hope it's big enough to hold this one. As you got the Moondogs and the Big Black Dog, need I say more, going against Jerry the King Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, and, as Jeff announced just a few moments ago, the Junkyard Dog.
That's
JYD will be in their corner. It promises to be a wild night of action. Just thinking about the history of what's gone on before ought to give you some clue as to what will probably take place Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Don't miss it. 7:30 is when it begins. Monday night. Hope to see you there. Tell you what, let's take a look at, let's take a break right now. Let's do that, and then we'll come back with more action for you in a moment.
All right.
USWA action set to go. Freezer Thompson, Chris Frazier, Tim Wilson against the Moondogs, and a Big Black Dog. Six-man tag team match. And look out, everybody in the ring at the beginning. Richard Lee blowing the whistle.
I've got a message for the USWA, Dave Brown. fellas, you better buy you a lot of needles. You better buy you a lot of thread. And Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler, you better buy you a sewing machine, brother, because I'm going to cut your head off and stick it where the sun don't shine. You better get you a lot of good hard cast, boy. A lot of tape, a lot of ace bandages, because you're going to have a lot of broken bones. Anybody?
Hey, look out.
Well, the Moondogs ended that interview for us, thank goodness, in a way. Except they've got Chris Frazier over here on the desk.
Boy.
Young Tim Wilson out here on the floor. Oh, my goodness, using the back of that chair. Moondog spot across the back while Spike had that garbage can working on Chris Frazier. Meanwhile, Big Black Dog in the ring. He's working over Frazier Thompson.
Oh,
my goodness. Referee Frank Morrell trying to get order restored, not having much luck. You can't blame him. Listen, these guys tough to control except by Richard Lee. He's the only one that can call them off.
Richard, why don't you take these guys out of here? Boy, this is, that trash can is torn to pieces. It's tore up. That aluminum can there. Boy, I tell you. Hey, come on now. Oh, threw that guy over there. Threw Tim Wilson over there back behind the curtain, throwing that chair over there after him now.
The Moondogs working on Chris Frazier and Tim Wilson down here on the floor. There's the action. That's Frazier Thompson and Big Black Dog in the ring.
Boy,
that's Frazier you see being choked.
Oh, got that bell over here, that big bell on his chest.
Anybody else want to come in there for that? Come on down.
Well,
that's a word from Richard Lee.
Our bell is torn to pieces over there too, Dave.
Yep. Just destroyed everything in the studio just about. Here they go again over behind the desk picking up Tim Wilson. They have smashed him. Oh my goodness.
Boy, they've got him beat so bad in there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I tell you. Richard, why don't you take your guys out of here? Look at that guy's back.
Continue.
Boy, I tell you.
The beat up on these youngsters here, the
That's
Moondogs.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous, Dave. It's, it just...
and one of them over here with Chris Frazier pinned under the desk, and he's standing on it. I can't ring the bell. The bell is destroyed. Richard Lee refusing to get him out of here. There again, referee Frank Morrell trying to... Does everything just continue here? Thank you. Eddie Marlin is here. Eddie has just grabbed Richard Lee and told him, blow the whistle and get them out of here. Thank you, Eddie. Let's go to break.
The world-renowned USWA Wrestling Academy comes to Nashville, Tennessee. The wrestling school that has produced legendary professional wrestlers. Jerry the King Lawler, Tommy Wildfire Rich, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, the Rock and Roll Express, Jeff Jarrett, and more. Now you can attend the USWA Wrestling Academy, have fitness trainers in Nashville, and be trained by the best. Send for your application today to USWA Wrestling Academy, P.O. Box 1783, Hendersonville, Tennessee 37077. Be sure to enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope. Learn to wrestle from the best. The USWA Wrestling Academy.
Well, we finally got him out of here. Thanks to Eddie Marlin, who finally came out. I don't know exactly what he told Richard Lee, but whatever he told him immediately, Richard Lee blew the whistle and finally got him out of here after that poor Tim Wilson. I mean,
yeah, they beat him.
Goodness. Well,
they even tore out. Can you believe they tore the bell up over there?
Yeah, we've got a bell here, which it's part of it's
on
missing.
A concrete block.
Yeah, it's on a big steel block. It's an old fire engine bell from an old fire engine years ago. This thing is tough as it can be, and they just broke the supports off of that thing. So we got like a halfway bell here that we'll be trying to ring for the rest of the program. Enough about that. Maybe we're done with them for today. Let's talk about some of the action coming up around the territory. Lots of big action coming up beginning tonight over in Jonesboro.
Yeah, Dave, we do. Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's tonight, 8 o'clock at the Earl Bell Community Center. Moondogs are going to be over there. And Jeff Jarrett will be there also. Ladies match all in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And in the ladies match, we had one of that form in Memphis. Here comes Jeff, Dave.
Here comes Jeff right here, as a matter of fact. I see he's got an aluminum suitcase with him just in case. Jeff?
Dave, I'm on my way out of here right now. I'm heading over to Jonesboro. You know, the promotion over there. They've got a place where you can sign autographs, and all the fans can come up and meet the wrestlers. I'm going to get over there early. I'm going to get a workout in, give me a bite to eat, and I'm going to Jonesboro right now, Dave.
Okay, very good. Jeff's going to be there signing autographs. Yeah, that's going to be a fun day and evening over there. Corey?
Yeah, Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's tonight at 8 o'clock, and you can get there and be there for all of the championship wrestling action tonight. Tonight in Jonesboro. Friday night, February 28th, Dyersburg, Folks, Tennessee. Almost about to say the last day of February, but we got a leap year in there.
That's true.
Dyersburg, Folks, Tennessee. It's going to be Friday, 8 o'clock at the Hollis Powell School there, Dave.
And also, Ricky Hayes, one of the local favorites from that area, has got a real chance to make some noise there. You see Hayes listed along with the other folks who are going to be there. That should also be a fine night of action.
Going to be a great one. The King will be there. Jeff Jarrett, Moondogs, Embry, all of the people you see will be lined up for Dyersburg, Folks, Tennessee. Coming up this Friday night. March 5th, Thursday night, Huntington, Tennessee at the Carroll County Civic Center Championship Wrestling. Coming to Huntington, March 6th on a Friday night, Batesville, Mississippi, 7:30. South Panola High School there in Batesville. Tickets on sale at South Panola High School. You can save $1 in advance tickets. The King will be there. Miss Texas on there. Also, Jeff Jarrett, Moondogs, Dr. Tom Prichard, the Birdman, Coco Beware be on the card. CJ and a lot of people lined up for Batesville, Mississippi, Friday night, March 6th. March 12th on the Thursday night, Clarksdale, Mississippi, 7:30 at the Civic Auditorium. Tickets on sale, and you can save $1 in advance tickets. Moondogs there. The King, Jerry Lawler, Ken Wayne on that card. Also, Jeff Jarrett and the Ladies Cat Fight, 7:30 at the Civic Auditorium in Clarksdale, Mississippi. It's Thursday, March 13th. Friday, March 13th. Friday the 13th. Ripley, Tennessee, Ripley High School. Kamala, the Ugandan Giant, Eric Embry, Lawler, the King, and a bunch of them in Ripley, Tennessee. Ripley, Mississippi, March 20th. 7:30 at the Ripley High School. All the USWA top stars are lined up for Ripley. That's USWA Wrestling on Tour. And when it comes here, there's Aaron, Tennessee, also coming soon. Friday night, March 13th at Aaron. The other is Ripley, Mississippi. Again, there. Aaron is coming soon. We'll have that one for you in the weeks to come. When it's in your area, be sure to be right there and see it.
Got one of those situations where wrestling's going to be in Ripley, Tennessee and Ripley, Mississippi on the 13th in Ripley, Tennessee, and then on the 20th a week later in Ripley, Mississippi. Two fine Ripleys in the Mid-South area around here. Speaking of,
Also want to mention tomorrow night at Doris Singing Center on Macklemore, big Black History Month program. February is Black History Month. I'll be out there as one of the MCs. We'll be there. Gospel Songbirds, Atlanta Draper and the Associates, choir is up for a Grammy, and we'll be there and be there with them tomorrow night. Hope you'll join us there.
All right, very good. Speaking of joining us, somebody's going to join us at the Mid-South Coliseum come Monday night.
Oh, yeah.
Partners with Jeff Jarrett and the Junkyard Dog, the King, Jerry Lawler.
Moondogs, Big Black Dog, and Richard Lee. How does it feel, boys? Huh? How does it feel? Where do you guys get sewed up? That's what I've been wondering. Do you go to a doctor, or do you go to a veterinarian? All I know is you Moondogs have been making a lot of trips to get a lot of treatment. You've been getting sewed, you've been getting stitched, you've been getting taped up, you've been getting bandaged up, you've been having to get everything after you face the King and Jeff Jarrett. Well, that ain't nothing yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? You ain't seen nothing yet. You know, I love old sayings because you don't get to be an old saying unless there's a certain amount of truth to it. And there's an old saying that goes sort of like this. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Now, as I said, those sayings get to be old because there's a certain amount of truth to them. But they're not always 100% true because, you see, sometimes the size of the dog does make a little difference. Now, you went out, boys, and got that big black dog, and you thought that was going to tip the scales in your favor, didn't you? You thought that you'd have no trouble with Jeff Jarrett and the King and whoever we got for a partner. Well, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm tired of getting shoved around by you Moondogs. I'm tired of laying flat on my back in the middle of that ring, seeing the fans walk out, having me lose a match. I'm sick of it. I've had it up to right here. And I told you last week I was going to put the fear of the fire in that big black dog, and I did exactly what I said I was going to do. The last time I saw his big black tail, it was running back to that dressing room. Well, I understand that he's a little bit healed up now, and they want to have themselves a 6-man tag team match. They want to get them all together, the 3 of them, the 3 dogs, and Richard Lee. Well, that's fine with us, boys. We'll just have ourselves a little dog fight, won't we? That's right. We'll have a dog fight. And what do you do when you got a couple of big dogs after you? You get yourself a bigger dog. And that's exactly what Jeff Jarrett and I have done. We've got the top dog, the #1 dog, the junkyard dog. And there's going to be some barking, there's going to be some howling, and I promise you there's going to be some biting. Because this is one dog whose bite is worse than his bark. The junkyard dog. And I got news for you guys. I think this may be the last time we have to worry about the Moondogs. I've been hearing from fans everywhere, when are you guys going to get rid of them? Well, this may be it. I think we're going to see 3 dogs tuck their tails between their legs and run right out of town after this week. The King, Jeff Jarrett, and the junkyard dog. Who could beat us? Oh, I may start barking. Arr, 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 arr.
Brian Christopher, you talk about an attitude. He comes out here with the Texas Championship slung over his shoulder saying, put the camera on me. You're looking at the champion here. Yeah, we're telling him you're the champion, Brian Christopher. This is a non-title match right here. Frank Morrell calls for the bell, and it's kind of
looking to see when you're going to be able to ring it over there.
Kind of a flat-sounding bell there as a result of Moondogs tearing it up out here earlier today. Brian Christopher going against Ricky Hayes. Ricky Hayes, fine young wrestler. Let's see what happens as Corey Macklin tells you about it.
Thank you, Dave. Christopher picks Ricky out. Well, nice clean hip toss on Ricky Hayes. Ah, Brian saying, I'm the best. Boy, he's got a mouth on him, doesn't he? Picks Hayes up. Well, another clean move.
He's celebrating over here like he's just won the world title. He did put a good move on him, but come on, the match has got a long way to go, Brian.
Yeah. Brian Christopher, boy. Brian, he's a good wrestler. He is good. He formerly one of the new kids, but he wanted to wrestle on his own, got the big head, and no longer wanted to wrestle with his partner there. Oh! Ricky Hayes was there waiting for him that time. Nice takedown by Ricky. Good drop kick, too. Oh, Christopher telling him, get back there now. Nice drop kick by Ricky Hayes. Ricky really coming on, too, young man. Showed well.
Well, Ricky Hayes has just served notice on Brian Christopher that, hey, you may have the Texas belt, but you can't overlook me. I'm here to wrestle you today. Frank Morrell stepping in between them.
Christopher, of course, defeated Dr. Tom Prichard for the Texas heavyweight title. With some help, a little assistance there, too. Let's don't forget that.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't totally do it alone.
No.
Ricky Hayes, a young wrestler from Dyersburg, Tennessee. Oh, he yanked his hair, didn't he?
Yeah, I was talking about the clean moves Brian was doing, and then he had to come out and yank the guy's hair there. Hayes reversed that arm lock now on Brian Christopher. Oh, look at Brian again there. Pulled his hair. So referee Frank Morrell, he pulled my hair. And then he yanked Ricky Hayes by his hair and pulled him down to the mat. Hayes back up on his feet now. Ricky working on that arm for Brian Christopher. Twisting that arm. Christopher got Ricky Hayes up against the turnbuckle now. Takes him into the ropes. Oh, reversal! Christopher comes off. Counter tackled Ricky Hayes that time and took him down. Brian picks him up. Brian Christopher, Texas heavyweight champion. Boy, he's loving every minute of it, too. Reversal, Christopher into the ropes. Hip toss by Ricky Hayes. Took Brian down. cheering for Ricky. Getting behind this young man.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Brian said, yeah, cheer about that. Good kick, though, there by Brian. Took Ricky down. Oh. Bullseye. Going for the pin cover now. Oh, boy.
You know, Brian Christopher may have been able to get a 3 count there. I don't know, and we'll never know because he broke the cover. That sort of thing can come back to haunt you. You can find yourself beat. I've seen it happen 100 times.
Picking Ricky Hayes up. He had the pin cover there. Got Hayes with a suplex. Mini suplex on Ricky Hayes. Got his foot on him there now.
And then broke the cover. Took his foot off as the referee started to count and then said, hey, what are you counting for?
He had his shoulders to the mat. That's what he's counting for. Christopher throws Ricky into the ropes. Hayes comes over. Beautiful. 2.
Almost a near upset here.
Yeah, boy. Brian Christopher. Oh, he's mad now, boy.
He's choking him.
He almost got beat by Ricky Hayes. Nice sunset flip by Ricky. Almost pinned Brian Christopher. If it had been a title bout, boy, we'd have been looking at a new Texas champion if he'd got that 3 pin there.
That's exactly right. Ricky Hayes just a 1/10 of a second away from a victory here. Brian Christopher. There's a cover. See, there's why if you're in a wrestling match, you get a chance to pin your opponent, you better do it.
That's right. Only playing around and lobbygabbing off. Another one of those big kicks by.
Oh, no, here come the Moondogs again.
Oh, I tell you. Richard Lee, I know he was talking about. Oh, he hit that guy. Oh, referee Frank Morrell is out.
Well, they nailed referee Paul Neighbors earlier. Frank Morrell stepped in, and now they just blasted him, and Richard Lee is choking him. While the Moondogs have garbage can lids and a board. They've got Big Black Dog with them, and they go to work both on Ricky, Brian Christopher. He said, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, Christopher's gone. He's outside of the ring. Meanwhile, look at that board. Boy, he's breaking that board in so many pieces on Ricky Hayes. They came in with that big board.
That's Christopher saying, yeah, go ahead, get him. Go ahead and take care of him. I was through with him.
Boy. Oh, again, they nailed Ricky Hayes. We need to get some help out here for Ricky and referee Frank Morrell. Got him laid out. Look at Christopher over there cheering him on. These stupid Moondogs and Richard Lee, boy, I tell you.
It amazes me to no end, Dave Brown. And people can come out here and talk about how tough they are, and the only thing I've seen is a bunch of yellow-bellied cowards laying in the middle of this ring.
Eddie Marlin telling him to get him. That was Frank Morrell you saw right there being choked with a garbage can lid by one of the Moondogs. Eddie Marlin, again out here to tell him to get out of here. All right, Eddie. We'll be back with more from the USWA after this. Don't forget about the action coming up Monday night. Back to Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. 7:30 is when it all begins. Big action. Opening matches.